Canadian vocabulary lesson. Snort. That lovely cross between snow and dirt in early spring. Meanwhile in Canada, off to Tim's. If a Canadian falls in the forest and no one is around, does he still apologize? Meanwhile in Canada, drinking age is 16. 16? Ours is 18. 18? We have to be 21. You guys have a drinking age? When you've had enough of the snow, scrolling through memes in summer versus winter. Goodbye access to nostril. When you forget to check the weather forecast. When you live somewhere where the air hurts your face, and you're trying to figure out why you live where the air hurts your face. Welcome to Canada. Outside seating available. When your windows aren't defrosted, but you go for it anyway. Sorry, we're sorry. Only in Canada. When your Canadian Uber shows up at your house. I have winter tires and heated seats. Canadians flirting. 30 seconds after your buddy hops on his sled and says, watch this. It's almost time to play that game called Am I on the Road? Once the temperature gets younger than me, don't ask me to go nowhere. Winter fans be like, yes, 6 p.m. When you realize it only gets colder from here. Everyone down south complaining about a little snow. Meanwhile, we got landmine trees. Can't say I had exploding trees on my 2026 bingo card. Exploding trees. People in log cabins. Me getting ready to battle exploding trees here in Michigan. Ontario be like, to the left. Take a detour, y'all. Road closed this time. Right lane's too closed. Left lane's too closed. Freeze. Everybody traffic jam. POV, you tried to explain that the top half of Canada is real. Canadians when they're normal. Canadians when they're playing hockey. Me? Order something online. Canada Post goes on strike again. Understanding Canadians. Yeah, no? Is no. Yeah, no, for sure. Is yes. It is the season when you suddenly start the breakdance. We plowed 99 streets. But your street ain't one. That's a nicely shoveled driveway you got there. It'd be a shame if someone pushed all the snow from the road on it. Not sure if I should shovel the snow, or if it will melt by noon. I'm so cold that I might just consider wearing that humiliating sweater. A single snowflake hits the ground. Literally everyone. You know you're Canadian when you describe location based on which Tim Hortons it's by. Ask any Canadian, any true Canadian. Road trips start with this. If this is another country, we'd have to tell you that this coffee may be hot. Good thing this is Canada. Whoa, Canada. Someone need to turn down that South level. How Canadians see each other. BC, the West, Nunavut and Yukon, Ontario, Quebec, the Atlantic. Most Canadian way to hang a flag. Canadian graffiti? Your mom is a nice lady. Canada's busiest highway, during the Olympic hockey final. The forecast in Canada, Monday 20, Tuesday -3, Wednesday +7, Thursday +12, Friday +27, with a chance of snow. The necessities. Beware of Canadian gangs, they'll mess you up bro. The first robin of spring. How lovely. The roads are so icy, they did this while waiting for the tow truck to come. Never took off a Canadian. We will roll you in maple syrup, drop you into a barrel of breadcrumbs, then throw you into a flock of angry geese. All without spilling a drop of our beer. Oh, that's just a Zamboni at a drive-thru. Whatever. Spring is in the air. It's like spring and winter are in a custody battle over us right now. People without allergies be like, I love spring. Can you feel it? People with allergies, I feel it. Spring is here. I'm so excited I wet my plants. It's 6 p.m. and still a little light outside. Spring is that you plant them in the spring. By summer, they're in full bloom. Sometimes I'm confused by Canadian stereotypes, but then I realized that we literally dump maple syrup onto the snow, wait for it to get gooey, and then scoop it up with a stick and eat it. No, I'm pretty sure they're talking about maple taffy. You pour maple syrup onto clean ice or snow, and then roll it up on a stick and eat it. It's really good, but it's sweet. I can never get past 2 bites. Scraping the inside of your windshield. One of the many joys of being Canadian. How to catch a Canadian. Free beer. End of autumn. 5 degrees. Beginning of spring. 5 degrees. Same temperature, but in spring you appreciate it more. Meanwhile in Canada, we'll play hockey for food. When a snowplow driver sees me finishing up my driveway, there are actually 11 seasons. Winter, full spring, second winter, spring of deception, third winter, mud season, actual spring, summer, false fall, second summer, actual fall. And we're in full spring. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. When they arrest you for honking too much at the protest. Canadian parking. Canadian parties. You can't miss that hockey game, man. Holding doors. A question of distance. Friendly. Awkward. Why are you doing this? And there's Canadian. Canadian road rage. Driver who beeped at me for going out of turn at a 4-way stop. 13th in Beaumont. I was wrong, you were right. Sorry. Canadian toilet rules. Don't let the moose near the urinal. Canadian physics. Strikes a rubber octopus thrown on the ice by a fan. The octopus has a mass of 0.265 kilograms. The puck and the octopus slide off together. Find their velocity. Canadian archaeology. Sorry to bother you, but perhaps you should take a break as our mayor? Canadian burglary. Sometimes I get offended by Canadian stereotypes, but then I remember once my friend came back from her vacation to see a robber in her house, and then her family sat him down, and they all had a lengthy discussion about life choices. Canadian courtesy. You left your car running. I turned it off and put the keys in the closed cup holder. Have a nice day. Canadian lemmings. After you, after you, after you, after you, after you, after you.